Big weekend last weekend over in the Championship as Leeds closed the door on Leicester with a bit of a zing-zong affair. Of course, what's going to go on this weekend as the race for the top two spots cranks up a notch. We'll get into that and more next. That's right, folks, back once again with a prediction video today. We're taking a look at match number 35, that's right, over in the Championship, and we'll get to that in a second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button, your one-stop shop for Blackburn Rovers, world football, and of course the Championship is right here. Blackburn Rovers sees, of course, can Leicester remain tip at the top of the table? Well, they should be. They've got the gap right now, but can they, of course, maintain their recent wobbly form to really give the Championship race a bit of a boost towards the top of the table? Meanwhile, going down, it is a man-old race to avoid the drop, and of course, we'll take a grand old look at that in just a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. Again, if you're new, subscribe, and of course, please smash your like. We're trying to get around about 100 likes on this one. Am I asking too much? 50 likes. If you get anywhere between 50 and 100 likes, of course, we'll do a bit of a dance next time. Yeah, how about that? That's a challenge accepted. If you get 100 likes in this video, crazy as that sounds, I'll do a bit of a boogie. And of course, you would want to see it. Of course you would. Anyway, let's get cracking. Of course, have a look at what we're talking about. We're talking about this, of course, recapping the results before we get into the next round of games. So, of course, Coventry, they got a bit of an embarrassment at home, didn't they? 3-0 loss to a Preston offence side who just at the moment, I don't know what to expect from a Preston offence side. 3-0 win for them on the road. Leeds, though, big 3-1 win over Leicester. I went with a 3-2 win, not too shabby on that one. Hull City, though, they stumbled against West Bromwich Albion, 1-1 draw on with a 2-0 win. Again, Sunderland stumbled against Swansea, 2-1 away win for them. That dented their automatic promotion hopes as well. Rovers could only muster a draw against Norwich. Guess what? That was a good result for us, the way we were playing, all the way in Norwich were. Of course, Cardiff 2-1 winners over Stoke. Called it, lads, called it. Plymouth, though, big 2-0 away win for them over Middlesbrough. I went the other way. Millwall with a big 2-1 win over Southampton. What was I talking about back there? Sunderland promotion hopes. No. I'm about playoff hopes for them. What I meant, though, down here, Millwall, big 2-1 away win for them over Southampton. That dented their promotion hopes, of course. Huddersfield, again, big win for them against Watford. Valérien Ismaël, I believe, is either sacked or going to get sacked very, very soon if he doesn't start to turn things around. Ipswich Town, though, 3-1 winners over Birmingham. Of course, QPR 2, I got the one spot on the nose. QPR 2-1 win over Rotherham, got the one spot on the nose. And Wednesday, 2-1 winners over Bristol City. Goodness gracious me. Some big wins down there for Huddersfield, QPR, and Wednesday, and Millwall, and whoever else, but not Rovers. Anyway, that's, of course, the state of play there. Of course, what about the state of play in the table? Well, have a little look at it, guys. Here it is in all its glory. Of course, Ipswich Town still in third there, of course, level on points with Leeds. Leicester are top with 78 points right now. Southampton are fourth, got a bit of work to do now. What are they looking at? 5 points away from the top two. I don't think they can get the title, but Leeds or Ipswich could really be party poopers to deny Leicester top spot. Maybe, just maybe, Southampton maybe have to settle for the playoffs. Of course, West Brom are in there still. Hull, of course, so after spending a lot of cash on some stuff there. Norwich still outside the door with Preston, Coventry not too far away. Going down, Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday, and Stoke. Of course, Rovers got a bit of work to do as well. Just 4 points separate them and the drop zone. But it could all change very, very soon, guys. And also what could change is the Super Brewski. What's the Super Brewski? Well, I'll tell you what the Super Brewski is. Our own very own prediction league, of course. So let's recap where you guys are. I'm, of course, no longer in there because I decided to give you guys the best crack of the whip. And, of course, because I don't want to embarrass you. But anyway, Allah, kicking ass and taking over 13 points, 7 of 2018, also 13 points. Both of you guys with the yellow jersey there. James Bridge FC, alongside Xandus. Alex Weller with 12 points as well. If you see the rest of the guys, Philly Rovers, Sexy Ogie in there, of course, Raymond Reddington, of course, Hans Wurst, the Gaffer, some familiar names in there. If you see your name in there, smash the old like. Remember, 100 likes gets the old bit of a dance. You'll see me dance, and you'll be like, whoa, where does he get those shapes from, baby? So get in there, get the likes on there. I've got to see them. When I press record for the next time, I've got to see 100 likes on this video. That's, of course, the state play. Anyway, the state player of the table, James Bridge FC, top shots, 361.5. Stubble up there alongside him, Fedez 77 alongside him as well, in a very, very tight race for the top three medals there. 7 of 2018 up there, Vinny Hong, Daddy Cool, of course, the Chase, Saint Pack, Raymond Reddington up 2 spots, Allah, non-mover. And of course, don't forget in there, don't forget to smash your subscribe, don't forget to smash your like. Remember the magic number, 100 likes gets a bit of a dance off. Anyway, that's of course the state of play there. What about the state of play in the next round of games? Well, here we go. Busy weekend ahead up in the Championship, kicking it all off on Friday. West Brom like to get a Friday game, don't they? Up against Coventry, who also like a Friday game. That's the first match of the weekend, so let's get cracking. Of course, over at the Hawthorns, they played each other 16 times, 2001, 11 wins for the Baggies, 3 wins for Coventry, 2 draws so far. West Brom, a 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 28 goals in 16 matches, 1.75 goals a game. Coventry, though, 4-2 win, the biggest, scoring 67 goals in 60 matches, 0.44 goals a game. Just one defeat in the last 6 for Coventry, 75% form for them. They are 9th, 51 points on the board. I guess the West Brom side, 67% form for them. Also, there's just one defeat in the last 6. They are 5th, 56 points on the board as well. Last time around, though, over at the Hawthorns, it was a 1-0 win for West Brom back in February 2023. The reverse fixture at the Rico was a 2-0 win for West Brom as well. So back-to-back wins for West Brom, back-to-back clean sheets as well. But the odds for this one, 11-10 is your West Brom, 13-5 is your Coventry. Of course, big win as well for them this week against Mansfield Town. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for the Baggies. Coventry taking a bit of a bump in the road, but of course they should be bouncing back pretty soon as well. A difficult game this one. Anyway, Bristol City up against Cardiff, coming at you over in Bristol City. Bit of a derby this one. Played you 33 times, 2002, 11 wins for Bristol City, 17 wins for Cardiff, 5 draws so far. Bristol City 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 34 goals in 33 matches, 1.03 goals a game. Cardiff though 6-0 win the biggest, scoring 46 goals in 33 matches, 1.39 goals a game. They're on 42% form. Are Cardiff right now, back-to-back games without a loss, 14th in the table, 44 points on the board against the Bristol City side, 33% form for them, and now back-to-back defeats for them, 12th in the table, 44 points on the board as well. Last time around though, over in Bristol City, over at Thrashton Gate, it was a 2-0 win for Bristol City back in August 2022. The reverse fixture in Wales was a 2-0 win for Cardiff. In fact, the last 4 matches have gone in favour of the home side. The odds for this one though, Bristol City 2019 on for the victory, 2-5 is the draw, 3-1 is your away win. That's Cardiff, of course. I think I'm back in Bristol City to maintain that home form, of course, to make it 3 home wins on a bounce. But kicking on forward, we have Huddersfield Town against Leeds. Let's get into this one now, shall we? Played each other 20 times, 2004, 8 wins for Huddersfield, 10 for Leeds United, 2 draws, of course, bit of a local affair this one. 8 times they have played each other, 8 wins for Huddersfield, 4-1 win the biggest, scoring 25 goals in 20 matches, 1.25 goals a game. Leeds 5-1 win the biggest, scoring 40 goals in those 20 matches, 2 goals a game on average. 100% form for Leeds right now, winning at least 6 on the bounce. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 12 matches. They are second with 72 points on the board against the Huddersfield Town side. 58% form for them right now. 2 defeats for the last 6. They are 19th with 37 points on the board as well. Last time around, of course, it was a 2-0 win for Leeds at Huddersfield. That was, of course, back in December 2019. The reverse fixture at Ellen Road, 4-1 win for Leeds. It was back in October this campaign. The odds for this one, we have 5-1 is your Huddersfield, 20-11 on is your Leeds, 16-5, of course, the draw. 2-1 win for Leeds on this one to take it to the house and again maintain their top 2 dreams. Birmingham City against Southampton over at St Andrews, of course. They have played each other 15 times, 2002, 7 wins for Birmingham, 5 for Southampton, 3 draws, of course. Now the biggest win for the Brummies, 2-1 win, scoring 19 goals in 15 matches, 1.27 goals a game. Southampton, though, 4-1 win the biggest, scoring 22 goals in 15 matches, 1.47 goals a game. Just one win in the last 4 for Southampton, 50% form for them over the last 6. They are 4th, 67% form for them right now. Birmingham, 33% form for them, just 1 defeat in the last 3, 18th in the table, 38 points on the board as well. Last time around, over at Birmingham as a 0-0 draw back in December 2012. It's been a long time, guys. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture this campaign over at St Mary's in Southampton back in October was a 3-1 win for the Saints. That's right. The odds for this one, 10-3 is your Birmingham, 6-5 on is your Southampton, 13-5 is, of course, your draw. Going to go with a 2-0 for the Saints. They keep on marching on, and of course, Birmingham remain in a bit of a squire as well alongside us. Millwall against Watford, a bit of a London affair, a great London affair. Played each other 32 times in 1993. We've got 11 wins for Millwall, 15 wins for Watford, 6 draws, of course. Now, the biggest win for Millwall was a 4-0 win. They've got 35 goals in 32 matches, 1.09 goals a game. Watford, 15 wins, of course, 6-1 win, the biggest, scored 41 goals in 32 matches, 1.28 goals a game. Just 1 win in 6 though for Watford right now, 17% form. They are 11th, 44 points on the board against the Millwall side. Just 1 win in 6, also 25% form for them, 20th in the table, 36 points on the board as well. Last time around though, over at Millwall was a 3-0 win for Millwall back in October 2022. The reverse fixture at Vicarage Road, 2-2 draw it was back in October this year. Of course, in fact, Millwall unbeaten against Watford over the last 3, 2 wins and a draw to boot. The odds for this one, 11-8 is your Millwall, 2-1 is your away win. That's Watford, 23-10 is the draw. 0-0 on this one. Point in the bag. Of course, course, I don't know, I think Millwall might be the happier. Watford, of course, still maybe have outside dreams of the playoffs, but they don't look like they get anywhere near at the moment. Meanwhile, Leicester City against QPR, bit of a zing-zong. Of course, it's top versus one of the strugglers at the moment down the foot over at the King Power. They have played each other 20 times since 1994, 8 wins apiece, 4 draws so far. Leicester 5-1 win the biggest, scored 32 goals in 20 matches, 1.60 goals a game. QPR 2-0 win the biggest, scoring 30 goals. Of course, in those 20 matches, 1.50 goals a game. Just one defeat in the last 6 for QPR right now, 67% form for them. They are 21st, 35 points on the board against a Leicester City side. 2 defeats in the last 3, 67% form for them over the last 6. They are top, 78% form for them at the moment as well. Kicking on forward though, last time around over at the King Power was a 5-1 win for Leicester at back in May 2015. That was in the Premier League, guys. The reverse fixture at Loftus Road in October. This campaign was a 2-1 win for Leicester as well. They won back-to-back competitive matches against QPR heading into this one. The odds for this one, 11-4 on is your Leicester, 50-4 the draw, 70-2 is your QPR here. We're going to go with a 3-0 win for Leicester on this one. Takes the points, moving up or keeping up the heat at the tip of the top of the table. Norwich City against Sunderland, of course. It's the Alex Neil derby, that's right. Play each other, of course, 24 times in 1995, 10 wins for Norwich, 9 for Sunderland, 5 draws, of course. Norwich 3-1 win the biggest, scoring 23 goals in 24 matches, 0.96 goals a game. Sunderland 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 28 goals in 24 matches, 1.17 goals a game. Sunderland 42% form for them right now, 3 defeats on the spin. They are 10th, 47 points on the board, just 1 win in 5 for them. Norwich, flip side, unbeaten in the last 5, 67% form for them. They are 7th, 52 points on the board as well. Last time round though, over at the Carrow Road, it was a 1-0 win for Sunderland back in March 2023. The reverse fixture at the Stadium Light was a 3-1 win for Sunderland way back when. The odds for this one, Norwich 21-20 for the victory, 5-2 is of course the draw, 13-5 is the away win here. Going to go with a 2-1 win for the Canaries, take it to the house and move the chains into Plymouth Argyle against Ipswich. These two sides rivals last season, chalk and cheese this season. Of course, Plymouth, the hosts against Ipswich Town, that played each other 19 times, 2004, 4 wins for Plymouth, 9 for Ipswich, 6 draws of course. Plymouth 2-0 win the biggest, scoring 20 goals in 19 matches, 1.05 goals a game on average. Ipswich though 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 28 goals in 19 matches, 1.47 goals a game. 4 wins on the bounce for Ipswich, third in the table, 72 points on the board against the Plymouth side, 1 win in 6, 25% form for them. They are 15th with 40 points on the board as well. Last time around though, over at Home Park in Plymouth, it was a 2-1 win for Plymouth back in September 2022. The reverse fixture at Portman Road, this campaign was a 3-2 win for Ipswich. Bit of a thriller it was there. Can they have a thriller down this south west? We'll see. 4-1 is your Plymouth, 6-4 on is your Ipswich, 3-1 is your draw. I'm going to go with the Plymouth victory here. Of course, it's a long way to go for any old team, and I think Plymouth will have a good day on this one. Meanwhile, Preston North End, again, don't know what to expect from them against the Hull City side. Both sides in the playoff discussion. Played each other 22 times, 2005, 9 wins apiece, 4 draws so far. Preston, 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 27 goals in 22 matches, 1.23 goals game. Hull, on the flip side, 4-0 win the biggest, scoring 33 goals in 22 matches, 1.50 goals game. They're unbeaten in the last 4 there, just 1 defeat in the last 6, 75% form for Hull, 6th in the table, 55 points on the board. Up against the Preston North End side, 83% form for them. They are 8th, 52 points on the board, of course, unbeaten in at least the last 6 games. Last time around, they're over at Deepdale. It was a 0-0 draw back in August 2022. The reverse fixture at the MKM Stadium. It was a 1-0 win for Hull way back in October. The odds for this one, we're looking at Preston 50-8 for the victory, 31-20 is your Hull, 9-4 is the draw. 2-2 on this one. Goal fest, a lot of drama, but who will come out top? I think it's going to be a all square on that one. Rotherham United against Sheffield Wednesday at the New York Stadium. They played each other 22 times since 2001. 8 wins for Rotherham, 10 for Sheffield Wednesday, 4 draws so far. Rotherham 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 31 goals in 22 matches, 1.41 goals a game. Wednesday 2-0 win the biggest, scoring 34 goals in 22 matches, 1.55 goals a game. On 50% form, our Sheffield Wednesday ran out just 1 defeat in the last 4, 23rd in the table, 32 points on the board against the Rotherham side, 24th in the table, 19th points on the board right now. Winless in 11, 0% form for them at the moment. Last time around though, over at Rotherham, it was a 2-0 win for Wednesday. That was back in August 2021. The reverse fixture at Hillsborough this campaign was a 2-0 win for Wednesday, who have won 2 out of the last 3 between these two sides. The odds for this one, 12-5 is Rotherham, 9-4 the draw, 6-5 is your away win. That's Wednesday. Going to go with a 2-1 win for the Millers here, taking the points and maybe, just maybe, keeping themselves in the mixer here. Meanwhile, Stoke against Middlesbrough coming at you at the bet 3-6-5. Now these two sides have played each other 21 times since 1993. We've got 7 wins for Stoke, 8 wins for Borough, 6 draws of course. Another biggest win for Stoke was a 2-0 win, scoring 22 goals in 21 matches, 1.05 goals game. Borough though 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 24 goals in 21 matches, 1.14 goals game on average. Borough 25% form for them right now, just 1 win in 6. They are 13th at the table, 44 points on the board against the Stoke side, 17% form for them, just 1 win in 6, 22nd in the table, 35 points on the board as well. Last time around at the bet 3-6-5, it was a 2-2 draw back in August 2022. The reverse fixture at the Riverside was a win for Stoke, 2-0 it was back in October. In fact, They're unbeaten against Middlesbrough over the last 3. The odds for this one, 17-10 is your Stoke, 13-8 is your Borough, 23-10 is the draw. I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw on this one, point in the bag. Not really moving the chains for them, either of them, but point in the bag, none the same. And then wrapping up, over in Wales, it's Swansea, it's Rovers. At the Liberty Stadium, played each other 14 times since 2011. 5 wins for Swansea, 5 wins for Rovers, 4 draws so far. Swansea, 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 20 goals in those 14 matches, 1.43 goals a game. Rovers, though, 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 20 goals in 14 matches, 1.43 goals a game as well. 60 for the table for Blackburn Rovers, 39 points on the board. Of course, winless in 5 right now, however, just 1 defeat in the league in the last 5 matches. Swansea, though, 2 wins in the last 6, 17 for the table, 39 points on the board for them at the moment. Last time around, though, in Wales, it was a 3-0 win for Rovers. Of course, that's back in August 2022. The reverse fixture at Ewood Park was a 1-0 win for Swansea. The odds here, 6-5 is your Swansea, 23-10 of course is your away win, 12-5 is your draw. Backing my boys here after a good week, despite defeat against Newcastle. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Rovers to take it to the house. That, my friends, will complete my picks. Make sure you get your own picks in as well. And this is what the table will look like. If I'm right, it'll be Leicester, it'll be Leeds, it'll be Ipswich, Southampton, West Brom, and then Hull going down. QPR Wednesday, and then Rotherham, of course. But it can all change as well. Lots of games to be had. I think another 11. Of course, make sure you smash your 100 likes to, of course, to have a bit of a dance session for me next week. If you don't, guess what? There's no dancing. Of course, you want to see the dance, don't you? And of course, make sure you subscribe if you're new. Of course, keep on predicting. I'll see you soon for the next one, guys. We'll be back very, very soon.